Hello, we can do a title Tuesday. I played that in that position, so it was nice. But how do we get to title Tuesday? Let's get to title Tuesday, right? Oh shit! What was that? Right, here we go. Join. Right. Best of luck to me. Best of luck to me. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Big fish. I think that's the former Russian GM. Is now representing Slovenia. I try to remember his name. What's his name again? I should know this. Oh, my memory's gone. There's quite a lot of good players today. Hikaru, number one seed. Leon Beast, that's MVL. Who's it? I am. He's quite high, isn't he? I mean, he's kind of like the one that stands out a little bit. I don't know what that guy's feed out over the blitz rating is, but you got all these big names, and then mind you, Jospin as well is not big name, but it seems to be becoming a big name. People were throwing a bit of shade on him, but maybe it's a friend of mine got annoyed yesterday because I mentioned on the commentary that he was accused by Kramnik. So I think you got to be careful what you say online. Really, people do get affected. Not very good. Many good films out at the moment, are there? I was watching The Mist. Has anyone seen The Mist? It's getting on a bit though. That TV series. It's based. It says it's based on a novel, but from what I remember, although it wasn't actually a novel. It was part of it's part of a book, a larger book. Right, got Bishop G7, Knight C6, Rook B8. Yeah, normally play. Yeah, maybe B5. We'll say H5 is an option. It can go. Yeah, Bishop G4 looks reasonable. Or this. Okay, so I want to I want to take with a knight. Maybe Bishop G4 now. We can go F3 and then drop knight back. Bishop back, sorry. Yeah, it's a reasonable idea, B4. Because I want to go out the exchange and then play in the dark squares. So I guess he'll probably go F3. Not the only move, but quite likely to happen. Maybe Queen D2 is considering as well. How do I get the knight out? Maybe it's difficult to get a knight out. So I'm worried about line. Yeah, so okay, this didn't happen anyway. Now I'm playing maybe E6, bring the knight out to E7. If F4, then possible knight H6 is an option. Okay, so E6 now. Maybe B4 as well sometimes in the air. Yep. Maybe knight F6 and I have knight H6. Try to come to G4. Right, it's not what I expected, but not bad. Okay, I'm going to go here. I mean, they can win the pawn, but then they drop the exchange again, so I'm not sure that favours them particularly. I mean, they get some compensation. It's not stupid. But they have to take with the bishop first. Can't take with the knight because of knight e3. So he's got bishop f2. Seems sensible to take. Maybe knight f5 is an option. If he goes knight e4, then queen c7, maybe. I mean, position's equal, probably, objectively speaking, but maybe slightly better for black. Watch out for knight f6 ideas as well, going for the attack. Maybe bishop c6, yeah, at some point. Bishop c6 is an issue with maybe rook d8. Bishop c6 is an issue with knight c5. At knight d6, I got bishop f8. Knight c3, I got bishop e6. And knight f6 is also possible. I think you might go knight f6. I've got a feeling. Looks a little bit risky to do that though, with all this weakness on the long diagonal. Taking a long time there. He needs to play a move. Good or bad. Right. There is this. Queen d7. Try to put the queen on d5. Maybe f6 is an option. Rook e8. Yeah, and trade. He's got rook e2, yeah. You haven't made the best use of this. Here's c4. The take on a2. Let's come back. Yep. Okay, I managed to win that. Was it impressive or not? Didn't look very impressive. Nah, it wasn't a great game. Oh well. At least I won. That's the main thing. Yeah, I felt like I was doing okay most of the game. I mean, I don't feel I was ever that much worse, but I could be wrong. Oh, there was this B4 option. Actually, the knight was just trapped. Yeah, I was very careless. You got to see moves like that, really. But yeah, in a rapid play game, I'd probably find that. But in a blitz, it's not good. It's not good. I should see what my threat is. You know, I'm thinking too much about his play. I'm not thinking about what I'm threatening to do. Right. So how many people? Lowe's on 1 out of 1. Obviously Hikaru, no doubt 1. Kramnik's still going. How's he getting on? He seems to be winning. No, hang on. No, he's not winning. Which one's Kramnik? The one in black, right? Oh, now he's winning, yeah. Yeah, he's going to win. Yeah, it's just game over, I think. King E5? Yeah, but now you can... very clever. Yeah, you might as well resign. If you couldn't take the rook, you might as well resign. Why's this guy playing on? Come on, man. Show some respect. Show some respect for the great man. Right. Okay. Now, unless Hikaru did a surprising loss, I suspect he's also on 1 out of 1. Surprising draw. It's also possible, of course. It's tougher when you're the top seeds as well, because you know you're always going to get like very tough pairings early on. Yeah, I haven't really seen any great. I mean, Netflix, they got some decent films, but not great. There's one I saw the other day about two women, a while back actually, about two women climbing this kind of pole. That was quite good actually. What was it called again? Something like Fall. It's actually quite a good film. Especially when you've got a fear of heights like I do. It's quite scary. I shouldn't really have a fear of heights, but yeah, there's people like Kramnik. They just know a lot of technical positions. Very technically sound. Start Russian technical excellence. Right, I've got Jon Snow now. Turn my phone off actually. Shouldn't have my phone on while I'm playing Title Tuesday. Right, here we go. Yeah, a lot of people seem to play like this now, and then they just end up taking the pawn and going at a6, b5. It just seems to be almost played by rote. He's actually gone for a slightly different variation, which is also reasonable. The Cambridge Springs variation. Yeah, so trying to be tricky. I think it's trying to go knight e4. We can go knight e4 here as well. Maybe bishop d3 is a variation. And now they can take on g5. So maybe I was supposed to go knight d2 after instead of queen c2. I think I've had that before actually, when they've just taken back. They're knight f6 or h6. Both are playable. Which is a chess player looks a bit like Jon Snow, which is yeah. So e4 doesn't really help me much here. It's not that great. Maybe rook e1. h3. But he's clearly at least equal already. Somehow misplayed this. Don't have anything. I mean, it could go bishop f5 to exchange the bishops. Maybe that's... It's very dry, but at least that gets rid of his bishop pair. Not very convincing play by me at all in this game. Yeah, great. I mean, I think that was actually one of the best series ever made. I mean, it did have its critics as well. This Game of Thrones, in my opinion, was an excellent show. And the guy who created it was a guy called... I guess he wants maybe knight d2 to slow him down over here. Like, he can go bishop b4 as another option. Okay, once just okay, maybe B4. I felt it should have probably gone knight f3 there. I wanted to go knight e4, but if it goes b5, I'll probably take, and then go knight e2. Try and hit the c6 pawn. Not very convincing again. Yeah, that's not bad either. Only b5, then maybe f3 is an option. Kind of remind him that e4 might be a possibility, but e4 is a very double-edged sword. Yeah, I wonder about this, and then just go to v5. Oh, he's got that move which I missed. Okay, it might be time to start clogging it up. f4. If he takes, take out a rook. Also got knight e4 as an option. Yeah, the guy who created is a guy called George R.R. Martin, who's actually is actually a chess player, king chess player, because there's a lot of references to chess. Like there's a kind of the Staunton of Rook's Nest. I mean, I'm not sure about Mags the Mighty. There's a Mags the Mighty in it, but I'm not sure if that is actually. I wonder if I go knight g3, knight f5 here, or whether I just go knight d2 maybe. If knight f3, rook e8, rook e1, maybe this. But yeah, my pawn is weak, but I'm going to go b5. Yeah, that's reasonable. Maybe just fiddle around a little bit. I tease him a little bit. No, he doesn't want to draw. Maybe knight h4 now. No, he's got that move, which I missed. Now, there might be a danger he might go g5. I really don't want to allow. Oh, okay, we've got this, and then, oh, then queen e6, right. Okay, we'll go for counterplay. He does have g5, which is a worrying move. He's gone there, which is not what I was expecting, but not that bad. Okay, he's going to take. Knight f5. Oh, he can take on f4. Yeah, also annoying, right? Rook c1. Has he got bishop e3? Don't think he has. Rook c1, right? If I take, no, c4's hanging around. Yeah, I missed that move. Rook d7. G4. Okay, I think I got lucky here. Okay, we march on to a 2. Good. But that was a bit of a lucky win. It wasn't an impressive game at all. Kramnik's on Twitter too. Interesting. I don't see Hikaru up there. So it's possible he's dropped something already. Right, let's march on. Let's try and march on, win some prize money. Yeah, there's loads of people. It's just an endless procession of good players. Oh, it's very tough, very tough. Chess is a tough game. Yeah, I mean these days you probably need to be 2750 plus to make a living from the game. When you look at this, you know, you're going to make prize money for Title Tuesday. All the top players are 3,000 plus, and they're like 2,700 guys, right? Yeah, I mean even this guy's like 2,700 really at Blitz. I would say this guy's 2,700 standard at Blitz. Maybe he's actually 2,700 feeder. I'm not sure. Ian Nepomniachtchi is 2,700, way over 2,700. So yeah, you basically got to be 2,700 these days. That's like your starting point. I was saying this yesterday. There's a lot of very promising juniors around. Actually, there's like this bunch of 8-year-olds that keep beating GMs. So I wonder actually, you know, how strong they're going to be in a few years' time. We could be talking about like really like amazing players. So yeah, it's interesting. GM Eric Hansen's also playing. Yeah, first 2 games were not convincing. He'd play a bit better than that. Bit lucky in that game. I had a fluky. I think he could have just not gone bishop e5 mid a rook already, because I think all I had was a perpetual with a knight and a rook. But he was going for more, and he got less. Which is often the case in Blitz. You don't have time to work out the variations. You see a move that's credible, you play it, and it turns out to be a losing move. Well, I'm not sure actually bishop e5 was losing, but when I went rook d1, clearly he couldn't double rooks. He had to play something else. And maybe move the other rook. They're probably still okay there, but yeah, I just blundered. It's not easy to see that it's mate. You got no shall I prove it made the same mistake. Oh, hang on, I've got a phone call. Who's it from? No, I'm going to ignore it. I thought I'd turn my phone off. No, it's one of these bloody cold callers. Okay, I get this all the time. Right, here we go. On with the next round. Come on, just give me a pairing. Yeah, I mean, imagine that. Just sitting there. It's almost as bad as being a chess professional. Just sitting there all day. Okay, now I've got Grigory Okparin. I played this guy before, actually. From USA. He's won Title Tuesdays before as well. So it's going to be a tough game. Right, let's try and raise my game. Raise my standard. I'll probably go knight d5. A5 and then maybe A5 as an option. He's got D4, maybe knight G6. Yeah. I take. So was it E4? Yeah. Try and get comfortable. Don't feel comfortable at the moment. Nervous. Queen takes. Interesting move. There's rook E8. B6 is possible. B6. Yeah, I had a feeling he'd go H4 there. It's an interesting move. If H5, then there's also rook E8 and knight E5. That feels, yeah, maybe I have to go H5. Try and go rook e8, bishop b7. Not really in love with my position. That's a good move as well, which I missed. There's rook e8. Yep, okay. He can take. Right, he's taken. Yeah. It's got a bit of structure. He wants f3 to stop me playing. No, bishop f5. He goes f3. There is queen e7. Yeah, she wants f3. Maybe bishop b7. Try and go knight e4. Can't go knight e4. Great. Queen e5 wants queen d2. The queen e5 is playable, but maybe I get a slightly worse endgame. Seeing these great ideas for black. F3 is also possible. If he takes and goes f3, don't like my position. Okay, I could trade and go knight d7. I could even go queen g3 here. Or queen f4. Queen f4, queen f2. I don't see a good move. There's knight d7. Need to speed this up as well. I'm too slow. Maybe rook c8 and c6 quickly and quickly get counterplay against c-pawn. Sometimes you're thinking about how he's going to play it. It's also knight e5 or knight c5. And go c6. Yeah. Maybe this. Can go f4. There's not f7 ideas sometimes. Yeah, I can't go c6. Maybe not f7. Could go c6 here. He goes a4. He's also got an idea of going knight f4 maybe. Okay, I need some counterplay here. I'm just going to go here. I don't. Probably a mistake, but okay. So king h7. Take with the bishop. I need more time here. He's also got bishop a3 as an option. Take rook c5. He's better. Yeah, this is always a problem. Always a problem. Maybe rook c8. Can take on d6 and take on b6. One possibility. Take on g6 now. How to activate the rook. Problem is this rook is killing my... So, you know, this bishop is just dead, like, you know, here. It's just dead. There's rook d8, maybe. Try and go check, take on a2. Or move the bishop. He's got knight e5. Yeah, in general he wants knight e5, right? Maybe this. It's rook d2. Okay, that I missed. Rook d7, he goes king d1. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I felt I was in that game. That's very frustrating. Very frustrating. I don't know. I was always slightly worse. So it's a problem. Yeah, he played it pretty accurately. To be fair, I mean, he didn't really give me much of a sniff. Yeah, this is just a bad position now. I bet it must have been over 90% what he played there. No, he's only 89. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, disappointing result anyway, nonetheless. I think I've beaten him before, so he got his revenge. So 2 out of 3. So I'm gonna have to bounce back now. This is very frustrating. I'm gonna have to play better. Wasn't quite good enough that game. The opening didn't quite work out in my favour, and he took advantage. It wasn't a terrible game. Felt like I competed reasonably well. But they're accurate, these guys, and they can play very accurately even short time. They'll find variations, short little bursts of variations that kind of clean up the problems basically. That's kind of what happened in that game. At the end there, we found that King E2 move, and then really had nothing because I was hoping for like Rook Bat, and then he's got Rook C2. It's not even there. It's bad, because he's going to win the D3 pawn anyway. D2 pawn, sorry. But once he finds King E2 first, I'm just dead. Yeah, so very frustrating. Just gonna have to win the next one, bounce back. Wasn't good enough that game. But that's what I mean. You have to beat so many of these kind of players to kind of get a prize. And I'm not 3,000 level. I'm 2,700 level. I've been over 2,800. The highest I've been is 2,860. But I'm kind of around about that 2,800 level. But realistically, it's unlikely you're going to win Title Tuesday off that kind of rating. And I don't think I've ever won a prize in Title Tuesday. Or maybe back in the day I did. There was that Title Tuesday like years ago. It's been going for a long time actually, but it's only like in recent years that he started having all these like top guys playing. Where they commercialise chess so much. And maybe a lot of these guys get fees as well. It's possible. Someone like Hikaru probably gets paid to play, right? Like when Magnus plays, he probably gets something from chess.com. They'll probably pay him to play. Don't know what he'll get, but wouldn't surprise me if he got paid as well. He got like an appearance fee on top. There's a lot of hidden stuff you don't know about. He's making good money from playing Title Tuesday, but it's possible they pay him as well. Not inconceivable. Do you think if you're like one of the top poker players, I've made this point before, you're gonna make decent money from these sites, aren't you? But yet with chess, no, there's very few people actually make any money from playing online chess. The skill level's just as high. Obviously, there's no gambling. People aren't putting money into it. I'm not putting money in the pot. That's candidate master is not putting money in the pot. Because we know it's a skill game. We know we're outfaced, right? So yeah, but in gambling, like poker, does like the top guys clean up money? But okay, here we go. I got another game, right? I got Yevgeny. So it seems to be either I play someone lower rated or someone higher. This is like my rating. Rarely I play someone about the same rating. Get the 10 seconds and then you start, right? Maybe this. Hmm. It's not normal. I have this with the bishop on g3. It's probably not that bad. He does have knight h5 actually. Maybe a4. Knight, probably should have gone h3 last move. Now you can go knight h5, get playing aggressively, reasonable idea. If rook c1, he wants queen c8 maybe. Also has ideas of taking on d3 and taking on e4, getting a very nice... So maybe I'll do this anyway. Yeah, I was thinking queen e1, but he does have bishop b4, which I've missed. I need to do something though. I can't wait forever. Queen b2 is an option, actually. Yeah, it's a better option. Maybe you can now take and go rook a queen a8, sorry. And I've probably got to sack a pawn. He could take on d3 is also an option. Like queen a8 and then probably I'd have to go I have to go d5 there, otherwise I've got a bad position. And he normally, yeah, this is a normal idea. But whether it's good here, I don't know. It might not be that great. Yeah, because also he's got like bishop c5 ideas. Okay, I need to be very careful here. That's, like e6, he's got bishop f6. I could take and go knight f5. It's interesting. Maybe it's time to just say that let's shut this game down and try and make a draw. Actually, there's also e6 immediately is interesting. If I go e6 or take knight f5, he's going to go bishop f8. Knight. Not sure. He does have bishop f6. This is what I wasn't sure about. Oh, he's also got maybe queen c1. He wants queen c8. Sorry. Could take and go queen d1. I think just got to try and avoid getting checkmated here. Once knight takes, he wants queen c8. If queen c7, it's also an option. There's also f3, but f3 looks wrong. Yeah, because knight to a1's queen c8, and he's like clearly better in the in-game, which I'd rather avoid. If I go queen c7, he goes bishop f6, I think. Knight takes queen c8. Yeah, I might have to try that anyway. Yeah. I'm like scrambling for a draw here, really. Maybe f3 or what do I play here? This knight is hanging. Not good position. Maybe take. Yeah, I got outplayed in this game. Not good. So bishop b7. Okay, so takes. Yeah, knight b5 maybe. a5. Yeah, possible. Take. Got no time as well. I've got to watch the clock. Got any counterplay here? Bishop d8 is a good move. Yeah, this is not good. I'm in big trouble here. There's also b5. Bishop 5. King f8 is a move, yeah. Okay, so here. f1. Yeah, he's got bishop a5, unfortunately. Kind of torturous endgame now. Okay, maybe f4. Yeah, he's got bishop c6. Yeah, this is losing. King d3. Yeah, he's got king e5. Yeah, still got no moves. g6. Ah, okay, yeah. Fair enough. It's funny how these people just play so much better when they're playing Title Tuesday, right? Who is this guy? Why is he only 2500 normally? Do you know what I mean? Just plays like amazing chess in Title Tuesday. You always get that, like you smash these people up in the normal pool, and then they just play like unbelievable machines in Title Tuesday. Very frustrating. Yeah, I thought I was going to do well this Title Tuesday, but not doing well at all. Makes me want to fucking scream in anger. What's that game like? So I lost 2 in a row to fucking Russians, basically. Actually, no, this guy's Ukrainian. Yeah, 93% accuracy. Why is he only 2500 normally? Just play like a machine. Although, to be fair, I made it quite easy for him. So Rook C1 was wrong. Well, why should I have played instead? I was really unsure here, yeah. So just Rook D1, right? I didn't feel this was that bad. But yeah, it was just a moment later on where I went. I should just probably just go take and go knight f5 or something. Just make a draw, right? Try and make a draw. Actually, says I'm a lot worse. So maybe I was always just worse. Slightly. What was the opening again? Ah, yeah, I shouldn't take on d5. I think that was a mistake. Okay, so I've lost that 2 in a row. That's very frustrating. I'm very angry about that. But I'll just have to bounce back. Right, we're going to have a little break. I'll go to the toilet. Right. So I basically lost 2 computers, 2 engine sheets. Right, who's next? Who's got 4 out of 4? Well, not me, anyway. Yeah, I might give up playing Title Tuesday if it carries on like this. Few on 3.5. Gristok's on 3.8, must have dropped a loss somewhere. Yeah. I'm not sure where Hikaru's gone. Has he withdrawn? Maybe he had an early loss, decided to rage quit. Again, if you're getting a fee, you probably don't rage. Well, he makes so much money. He must make several tens of thousands of dollars a week. Hikaru, he's on footballer wages. You know? I was reading that Mbappe is on 900,000 a week. Yeah, I might be poor, but to be honest, it'd be quite boring to be earning that kind of money because there'd be like no kind of like worry. You know, somebody has said this actually. Like when you've got like a lot of money, you have nothing to focus on, but you know your own mortality. So you start worrying about deeper issues. So you know when you haven't got money, so you do have that consolation. But yeah, 900,000 a week. What would you do with 900,000 a week? Well, I wouldn't be sitting here playing Title Tuesday. I know that. Well, no, I probably would actually. I'm sure a lot of these people are quite wealthy. But they just quite enjoy it, right? It's like you might as well. You might, yeah, a lot of rich people. They might just sit there and play Blitz all day, right? And it's just like occasionally go out to the swimming pool and have a cocktail with their supermodel girlfriend. Do you know what I mean? Sounds like a decent life. We'd soon get bored. Yeah, I do get maybe too deep philosophically at late, but yeah, it's frustrating that I've lost 2 games in a row. To be honest, I feel very upset about that. Is the next game not come up yet? No. Yeah, I just got outclassed by that guy in the end, but a bit suspicious. Why is he only 25.50? Maybe he hasn't played that many games, but I've noticed that with Title Tuesday. People just seem to play a lot better in Title Tuesday, so I think they cheat in Title Tuesday. Somebody was saying that, the sort of people that I just seem to beat easily in the pool normally during the week. Title Tuesday comes around, they turn their engine on. Obviously, you can't be certain that that guy's done that, but it does seem a bit suspicious to me. He's played with 93% accuracy. Anyway, what can you do? Hard to beat engines, right? He's probably perfectly innocent, but you do get paranoid. You do get paranoid. That's the whole problem. Not that I'm great myself. I'm not 3,000, so I can't really say, And obviously he's lost the game already, this guy, because otherwise I wouldn't have been playing him, or he's dropped a point anyway. Yeah, it's frustrating his long wait. So there must be so many, but nobody ever seems to get banned, do they? Or maybe they get banned quietly, and you never, Yeah. So why they're checking? I don't think they can really catch smart cheats. Yeah, there's people that got the engine on in the background, but they're just um yeah, they're just not using it all the time. So it's very difficult for them to catch those kind of people. Like Mr. Sharapova. Maria Sharapova. When did she first win Wimbledon? I think that was in the early 2000s, something like 2002. She was 17. And she beat there's kind of rumours that she was a lesbian. She was having an affair with this actress called Camilla something. I'll probably spend too many time on these silly forums. When's this next round? Yeah, I'm feeling that I'm tilting now. I feel I should be doing better than this. Okay, let's just try and recalibrate. Okay, we've got Dynamo. I might end up rage. I try not to quit, but I might end up rage quitting if I lose this and say I'm never playing Title Tuesday again. You know, so these friggin' engines. Right, got the English again. It seems to be a very popular opening of late. Right, D6, castles. Yeah, maybe rook B8. It's probably a mistake actually. Or a mistake to go bishop F5. Maybe that was a bad move. Could go knight B4 to force the issue, but difficult to find a plan here. He's gonna go knight G3, I think. Maybe knight E7 is an option. He does have D4 then. D4, CED, there's... Yeah, maybe I'll take, yeah. What do I do with the bishop? I guess I come back, right? Need to speed this up as well. I'm playing a bit too slowly. He's also got D5 as an option. D5, maybe B5. A4? Okay. Also possible. With B5? What's the problem? Pawn structure, okay, pawn on D4 is weak, but yeah, maybe I go C6 and then D5 and then just, or D5 at some point and just, you could also get A4, it's also possible. Yeah, that's a good move. I do have B4, maybe I should take it, yeah. I don't think you can go knight E4, well you can, but it's not the best. So he wants knight D4. Okay, I need to get a wiggle on here. Okay, he's also threatening this knight, so I need to move the knight. Yeah, there's knight D4, but he's got F4. So knight E5 actually does target this square, which is something. So I'm threatening knight D3, or it's some kind of positional threat. It's not that great, but it's something's missing from my play. I think I'm nearly there, but I'm just not quite there for whatever reason. Like, there's no depth to my thinking. It's all superficial. Maybe too much bullet. But in general, I don't feel like I'm playing that badly. Okay, knight D3 looks normal. Knight D3, attack the... Oh, for fuck's sakes. Nearly mouse slipped. He can go bishop E4, that's also a possibility. Okay, so let's take, right. Now we need some tactics. Maybe knight G6 and then try and bring the knight around to F. Also, oh, he's got that move, which I missed. It's Queen H4. Queen H4, he's got knight F5, so it doesn't help. Queen G5, maybe. But also the bishop's hanging. Fuck's sakes. So I plundered the bishop. Yeah, it's a very careless move. Yeah, it's just one bad slip. Okay, I'm going to need a miracle now. This is not enough. I think I'm just stopping my calculation at some point as well. There's knight D3. I do get an exchange back. Maybe this is the start of the fight pack. But I'm still worse. But he's taking his time, which is showing some weakness really. Okay, this is trade. Bring the rook. Okay, you can take and take on b4. Okay, just check. Maybe check. Queen b2, hit the pawn, hit this pawn. Queen a4, but then there's okay, take the pawn. Yeah, now maybe rook e1 might be a threat. Oh no, rook e1 doesn't work because of queen b8 check. We'll say once queen d4 consolidation. We have to start with this. It's rook e3. There's knight f1. Doesn't help me. Queen a2. The pawn. Take on b3. He's got. Yeah, it's an annoying move. Okay, I'll probably have to take this anyway, right? Yeah, that's very frustrating. Okay, rook a8, and then try and tuck the king away. I'm going to take with queen c2. Bishop d3. Yeah, maybe between here. He's got h5, which is also annoying. King g7. Right. Queen e1 check somewhere, I'll take. Right. Queen c1. Oh, queen c3 maybe. He can go for the trade, yeah. Oh, he's got that move which I missed. Yep, fair enough. But he made a meal out of that after my terrible blunder. Yeah, I think that really that blunder was really a result of what I'd done. If I don't go there, which is a terrible blunder, I'm probably doing okay. But I think this is the problem that I've been having is I'm just playing like without thought of the result. You know, just playing too casually, and there's no like danger, signal there. Like and this kind of translates to my classical chess because in classical chess, yeah, I've been making too many silly mistakes. But again, like a very accurate game by that opponent who's only 25-60. Although, no, actually wasn't. I don't think that guy was cheating. It wasn't a very good game, but like towards the end. But you don't know, do you? I mean, it's the thing about I might stop playing Tart Tuesday because I feel I have this paranoia now. Where I feel that people just seem to play like unbelievable level. Compared to what you see in the normal pool. So I might do a big rant on it later, kind of a social media rant, attention-seeking social media rant. But at the moment, I've got a disappointing 2 out of 5. Very disappointing. and it's kind of depressing and demoralising. But yeah, it's a tough school, I guess. Yeah, it's a tough school. How many British GMs are playing in this? Not many. How many good British players are up there? Almost none. I mean, a lot of good players are playing in Cambridge. I wasn't invited to Cambridge. I mean, yeah, whether I would have liked to even played, I don't know. I don't even really enjoy playing over the board tournaments that much anymore. It's almost like, I said this to Natasha last night. I was streaming. I said, I really, you look forward to these tournaments, but as soon as you start playing them, you're like, they're actually, yeah, I can't wait for them to finish. So, yeah, there is that. So yeah, I kind of feel a bit demoralised right now. But I'm not going to rage quit. I'm a geezer. I'm not a wimp like these rage quitters. I'm a proper geezer. Geezers don't quit. Like all those little pansies. Oh, hang on, I've got to be careful what I say. Yeah. Anyway, very frustrating game at times, chess. And I feel like where's happened to my 2800 form? Something's missing at the moment. As you say, like lack of to blunder knight c6 is really shocking and disappointing. If I take and just play normal chess, then yeah, I mean I'm worse, but it's not. I'm seeming to be having problems against English of late. So I lost 2 games there against English. So maybe I need to switch the system, just play some kind of King's Indian type setup. I mean, I generally have played e5 a lot and I've had reasonable success with it in the past, but people seem to know what to do now as white, and just nurse a slight edge. But yeah, anyway, I'm hoping for the next round. We'll be starting soon because I'm all that kind of tilt. I just want to get on the next game, try and win a game, get back to some kind of parity. Poor games so far. Poor quality, very disappointing. Feel very angry at the moment. Feel fed up. Well, just in life in general is going badly at the moment. Got no money. Can't get a job. Apply for a job, just get knocked back. Can't really get much coaching. I'm currently writing a project, a chess project, which is good. So I'm doing that. But yeah, again, how much money do you get for these things? It takes you like 3 months to write a chess book. You might get 2 or 3 grand max. It's not much money considering how much of your life you put into it. Okay, I've got Pavel Chem. Right, things can only get better. Let's try and get back to 50%. 3 losses in a row after a good start. Okay, we go here. Right here. Maybe start with a6 or knight f6 also possible. Is e6 or e6 is possible, right? Maybe a6. Also, knight c6 is a move. I think I'm going to take. I had this recently as black on the white side. Sorry. They normally go bishop g5, I think. But that's also a move. I don't remember what the guy did. He seemed to come out with quite a reasonable way to equalise. Maybe d5 is actually an option. It's slightly risky looking. Yeah. So bishop e7. Then go f4, is he? I could trade and go bishop e7. Maybe I'll take. Okay, I don't think he's got knight d5 just yet. He can go rook d1. Let's go e5. So here. If e5, then maybe queen c6. Okay, I'm just going to go here. Maybe he takes and goes knight d5. This is, well, don't think that quite works, so I'm just going to cast. Okay, reasonably happy with the opening. I think the opening's okay for white. For black, sorry. It's a Freudian slip if ever there was one. They want, yeah, he's put pressure on there. There is c4 is maybe dropping some kind of c4 is an option, or trade and c4 is possible. Maybe trade. Just he does have this bishop b6 idea. He takes to take out the queen. If e5, then knight d5. Feel like I'm reasonably comfortable. Otherwise, well, b4 is knight a4, and then this issue with there is rook c8 here. It's possible. Okay, right. Maybe this. So now I'm threatening e5. He blundered a piece because e5 is not. Is e5 good? Feels good. Have I missing something? He maybe missed my threat. This guy's from Israel, I think. A non-cheat. You can tell he's a non-cheat. He plays like a human being. Thank you, Mr. Human Being. It's nice to see a fellow human being in Title Tuesday. Occasionally. Okay, I can take. He's probably going to take, right? I think he has to take. Okay, there's also Queen c5. There's also Queen c7, Queen c5, trade. I think I can get away with this. Oh, he's got take, and then rook d8 is possible. And probably, yeah, okay, that move I missed. His idea is, if queen takes, he doesn't have rook c1 because of queen e2, so maybe this is just a free pawn. Okay, there's queen b3 as an option. Yeah, I'm going to take that pawn. He does have queen b6, which is kind of annoying. Okay, he's going home. There's queen f3 now. This must be winning. Yeah, he's missed queen f3. Yeah, so fair game. A fair game. I felt I played that reasonably well, right? It's nice to play against a fellow human being in time. Wow, 96. Yeah, that was impressive. So I felt I wanted that. I'd just lost 2 or 3 computer cheats in a row. And I'm against a fellow human being who's doing badly against his engines. And yeah, I felt like I wanted it a bit more than he did, to be honest. I felt like, I don't want to keep doing badly. So yeah, it was a fairly accurate game, that one. Quite happy with that game. Were there any brilliant moves? Need to keep an eye on the the next round. Right. Early Title Tuesday. Right. Okay, there's people on 6 out of 6, presumably. It must be, because that's the thing, that there's so many players on 5 out of 5. Somebody, by not necessarily, but chances are someone's going to get 6 out of 6. You will get some draws. I keep forgetting to close the analysis board. So e5, yeah, it's kind of like obvious, right? So I mean, it's kind of a non-game because after e5, I'm winning. What was the engine evaluation after d5? What was d5? Was that playable? It was okay. Good. So this is an okay. Yeah, I remember analysing this, and I played this recently in the 4NCL game, and thinking whatever you do as white, you're slightly worse. So it's not a great it's not a great variation. So I'm on 3 out of 6, but I've not withdrawn because I'm a geezer. I'm not a little wimp. I'm going to carry on. I'm not going to throw my toys out of the pram and cry and like these pathetic losers who basically withdraw because they're doing badly. I always think, yeah, all joking aside, I think it's a mistake to withdraw a lot. There was a friend of mine called David Eggleston, and this is a guy in the candidates, I think. Is it the same guy? Nigel. Yeah, it was like he'll often withdraw from tournaments. Like, if things start going badly, he'll withdraw and then go and play the poker down a casino. And I say to him, you shouldn't do that because it's creating a kind of a bad vibe, and it's giving you a kind of an out. Like if things start going badly, or you feel the pressure, the tendency then is to lose a game. Subconsciously, you're going to try and lose a game, so that then you can just be relieved. You can walk away. You can withdraw. So I feel that's always a mistake to withdraw. Stephen Hendry said that in his book. He said like when he won his 7th world title, somebody interviewed him after the game, and they said, "I never feel pressure again because I've achieved what I wanted to achieve." And he said he regretted that later because it kind of gave him an out. It was like, if gave him an excuse to lose. And that's maybe why he never won another world title. 7 world titles, yeah, I'd take that. Still pretty impressive, right? Tied with Ronnie, but I feel that Ronnie will probably get past at some point. Ronnie seems to be a bit of a freak. I mean, to be fair, Ronnie had like his wilderness years. He'd probably been committed all the way through his career, would have got past by now. He'd probably be on 10 or something. It's just numbers at the end of the day. But yeah, it's impressive to get like 7, 8 world titles or whatever. It's crazy. I mean, I'd love one world chess title, but it's not going to happen. Not in this life. Got to wait for next life. Gormley, you've had 3,000 lives, and finally we're going to give you a world title in Saddest Loser. You finally won the world championship in the biggest loser category. Whoa, whoa. Right, we're waiting for. Hang on, where's the game? Oh, that was round 6, so we're waiting for the next round. Should be starting fairly soon, I would have thought. Surprised it hasn't started. Still games going on, really? No. There's still games going on. Wow. Crazy. Most of them are finished. Anish is still going. I think that was my mistake, actually. When I looked at that Kramnik game, that actually kind of broke my concentration. I shouldn't really have looked at that game. And ever since then, I've done quite badly. Maybe that was after round 1, though. But in general, I just feel that you shouldn't be looking at other games. You should just be totally focused on what you're doing, not looking at other people. I mean, Nakamura can get away with it. He'll look at other people's games. Don't break your concentration. Look at your own games. Pavel Cherno Mordik. So Cherno, is it a sort of city in Russia? It's obviously from Russia originally, this guy, right? With a name like that. Or somewhere like that, somewhere in Eastern Europe. Cherno, it sounds like, or maybe I'm thinking Chernobyl. Oh, here we go, I've got GM Tetrix. Or another guy's, well, he's Russian, because he's got that, yeah, another Russian. Sitting there with his engine. Right, we're going to go e4. We're not having much luck with d4 of late, so we're going to go e4. Right, we'll do what the geezer did in the previous game. Probably regret that decision. I was alright for a while. I could smile for a while. But then I saw you last night. You held my hand so tight as you stopped to say hello. Oh, you wish me well. You couldn't tell that I'd been crying over you. Yeah, I thought you might go bishop g4, so I want to stop that. Yeah, but now we'll go here, right? Maybe a4, space gainer. Bishop d7 looks logical. Yeah, so the issue is that eventually he's gonna, yeah, I don't know. I think he's gonna go for a bit of a, yeah, I think he's gonna go for a bit of a, yeah, I think he's gonna go for a bit of a, yeah, I think he's gonna go for a bit of a, yeah, I think he's gonna go for a bit of a, yeah, I think he's gonna go for a bit of a, yeah, I think he's gonna go for a bit of a, yeah, I think he's gonna go for a bit of a, yeah, I think he's gonna go for a bit of a, yeah, I think he's gonna go for a bit of a, yeah, I think he's gonna go for a bit of a, yeah, I think he's gonna go for a bit of a, yeah, I think he's gonna go for a bit of a, yeah, I think he's gonna go for a bit of a, yeah, I think he's gonna go for a bit of a, yeah, I think he's gonna go for a bit of a, yeah, I think he's gonna go for a bit of a, yeah, I think he's gonna go for a bit of a, yeah, I think he's gonna go for a bit of a, yeah, I think he's gonna go for a bit of a, yeah, I think he's gonna go for a bit of a, yeah, I think he's gonna go for a bit of a, yeah, I think he's gonna go for I could kind of hint at the fact that I might go bishop h6. So he's going there. So f4 now is an option. I nearly went f3 mouse slip. Alright, so e5 I want. Do I want e5 or f5? e5 is going knight d7. And then he's going to go for f6. Yeah, maybe I'll go f5 actually. Before he gets that. I need to probably go f5 and start attacking. Otherwise my whole position doesn't make sense. Okay, he's basically stopped that, which is sensible. Okay, there's also, yeah, that's actually kind of annoying, right? Because, yeah, now I'm worried about what he's doing on the queen side. He's also got me like queen b6. I could take that. If rook takes to c3, maybe also bishop e3 is an option. Or bishop d2 is another option. What am I concerned about here? I'm concerned that he might eventually... Yeah, it's a very sharp position now. My queen is sort of short of squares as well. There might be issues where he goes e5. Yeah. Where do I move the queen? I need to move the queen. Maybe now I'll quickly go knight g3. Also bring the rook. It's another option. Yeah, that's a decent move. He's also maybe got ideas of going... Yeah, I'm going to shut that down by going here. I thought he's got options of going... yeah, if knight g3 now... How bad is that? So maybe I'm afraid knight e4. He actually had knight f4 there, I think. He's also, yeah, possibilities like g5 are coming in, which I missed. Because g5 I can't take with the queen because of rook g6. I think he's missed a trick there. He's missed a trick. Okay, right. Still doing quite well. There's b3. b3, e5. Yeah, maybe b3. Not the most dynamic of moves though. I should have gone c4. What is b3? It's so wet. Such a bad move. This is what I've been doing lately. Such a bad move. Why not c4? Dynamic. Something's missing from my play, you know. I don't know what it is, but just that crispness, that sharpness. I'm trying to find that crispness. c4 now is still an option. But yeah, I'm going to do it and then try and bring the queen to f3. It's a bit of a risk. He's actually got queen f5. Maybe. Okay, now this, now he can take. I think you can get away with taking, weirdly enough. But I have no, g4 doesn't work because bishop h2. He's probably going to have to take. I thought that was too slow. Okay, g4 looks logical. Queen f6. Okay, there is queen e4 now. Hit the pawn. I think this position is all about stopping his counterplay. He's got e5. Normally you'd go for like, okay, it was the old Kramnik advice. When in doubt, go king g2. You don't know what you're doing because you'll say the ideas of queen h4. e5 does f5. Now rook e2 anyway, and then try and go bishop e1. Actually, is g5 a move now? Because I think it's like he's self-trapping himself, right? Ah, he wants rook e5, but I don't think it'll work. Oh no, okay, he's just he's lost a rook. Yeah, I think he was doing well. I think he had I mean, again, a non-cheat this guy, which is good to see. Nice to see my fella. Shout out to my his fellow human being. Oh, I know this guy. This is a guy that's quite well famous already because he's lost like he's a 2200 FIDE rated GM and he's only in his early 30s, 40s, sorry. And he lives in Belarus, but I think he plays a lot of India, so he's a victim of deflation. But even so, it's very low for a GM, right? Maybe he stopped working. Somebody said that actually. Eggleston was talking about this French GM, or based in France, originally from Romania. Who's that guy? Maybe I shouldn't name who it is, but apparently, yeah, he was chatting to him at some tournament, and he's lost a load of points. He was over 2600. This guy a few years ago, and now he's 2300, which is crazy. It's just an insane drop, right? And he said he just stopped working. Just stopped working on chess. He lost interest in preparing. If you stop working, no matter what level you're at, Magnus Carlsen stopped working tomorrow on chess. He stopped looking at chess. He just turned up and played. His level would drop enormously. You know, still be a very good player because it's Magnus Carlsen, but the natural talent is so high. But it's still, a lot of it is hard work. So I've bounced back quite well. That's what I say. Don't quit. You keep going. You keep grinding. Right, like a geezer. I'm a proper geezer. Not going to win a prize, probably. You never know. You never know. Well, eight's probably not going to win a prize, is it? But I'm going to keep grinding because that's what I am. I'm a proper geezer. I'm a geezer. Yeah, here's that guy. Oh, it's a Trescu, maybe. Yeah, yeah. But this guy I just played, Vitaly Tetrev, he's somebody who's dropped an enormous amount of rating. A huge amount of rating. Which is sad. Kramnik, good to see Kramnik up there with 6.5 out of 7. I think he's in Moscow at the moment because you see him on his CFN channel, which is Chess Fight Night channel, which is a Moscow-based channel where they have like some sort of chess school there, and they got all these like they film all these YouTube blitz of like random player versus random player, and there's Fatality, which is quite a well-known female player, Pinkamena, and there's a few others that are quite well known. I think that Roman kid who did well in the World Rapid Play, he was like Baby Nakamura or something. No, Nakamura Junior was his nickname on there. Some of you may have seen that channel. I'm sure some of you have seen that channel. But I think that's an indication why Russians are so good, is because they just play a lot with each other. There's a like communal kind of thing where they're training together, and they've brought that kind of thing to India now, where so you look at people like Gukesh and Prag. Why are they so good? Well, mainly because they're like huge talents, but also they work together a lot. So all these people like Runak Sedwani and Aragazzi and Neil Sarin and Prag and Gukesh, they're all like working together. So they're kind of giving each other that kind of impetus. We don't have that in this country. We don't have that in England. That's partly why we've kind of fallen by the wayside, world terms. Obviously, you can't really compare us to India because they got such a huge population pool to draw from that they're always going to be ahead of us. These days, now they've sorted their act out. But I think the ones we've got, that the juniors we got, they should be like junior training camps. Right, I've now got FM Vyacheslav. Let's try and get another win on the board. We're currently on 4, we're on +1. Right, let's try and play a Grunfeld. Okay, they're not allowing me to play Grunfeld. I feel like I'm close to a mouse slip here. Some of the mouse has gone a bit funny again. Maybe knight d2 to play. I think that's actually a mistake. James Vigus many years ago told me about this. But I always forget actually the correct move order now. So they can normally go bishop e3. You take on b2. There is some weird lines actually. Yeah, now you take. You can take and take with a king, and then do something like f6. F6 is a move, right? I mean, they're probably going to take, just because the position's bad anyway. Right, Queen A2. Is that possible? Bishop F4, you can go E5 maybe. And here, be nice C6 a move. They've got Queen H5 checks. It's also possible to castle. It might well be the best move, just to simply castle, right? Threatening Rook D8. I mean, it's slightly scary to, well, now Rook D8 looks like a good move. I'm surprised he did that. It's true that maybe it's not that bad. Okay, Knight C6. So I'm teeing up like Knight B4 ideas. I mean, I don't think Rook D3 works yet. Well, it might now. It might do now. It might be okay now, but it didn't work on the previous move. So what's the pawn count? Pawns are equal, right? But his king is exposed. Yeah, it's possible I should have done more out of this. I mean, that's why I said, like, you know, I've studied this before, but I always still forget exactly what you're supposed to play. So there's tricks here. If you go Knight B4, Knight B4 is actually possible. Because Knight B4 they take is check. So Knight B4 is actually reasonable here. But they can go Knight E2 though. Then it starts getting murky. Yeah, so let's say a trade. Okay, B6 is possible. Yeah, this is very murky. Okay, he's traded, right. Bishop E6 though? I think he's Bishop E6. Because Rook C3 is going to drop the exchange. Now I can win a pawn. Still not that clear. Yeah. The Bishop D7. Oh, fucking hell, I nearly mouse it again. Rook A3 wants Rook. Rook C1. Oh, then maybe Bishop C5 is an option. Probably going to go Knight D3 to try and undermine that. Yep, and then try and go Rook C7. Yeah, I shouldn't have allowed this much play. Okay, check. Also stupid. Bishop C4 is not possible. Okay, I'm going to go here and then Bishop F7. He has Knight C6 though. Shouldn't have allowed all this. Knight C6, Rook C3. Rook C3 possible. Maybe, no, Rook C3 is blunder. I need something good here. There's also A5, Rook takes. And then A4. No, I don't really want to do that. Okay, I'm going to go for the Rook exchange. I guess he'll take with a knight, right? I thought he'd take with a knight, but it's also possible. Like e4 maybe. And then we put the knight on c6. Yeah, okay, e4. e3. Oh, this move I missed. That's actually kind of annoying, right? h5. Bishop h6. Okay, I'm just playing on instinct now. Oh wow. Hmm. Fortunately, it didn't force me to an embarrassment of failing to win with two bishops. Well, I should be able to win that, especially with so much time left. But I do remember having a Blitz game recently where I actually failed to win it, which is a sign that my chess going downhill. Because even when I was very young, I could easily mate with two bishops, and now I struggle to mate with two bishops. I need to study that ending again as well. Right, so I've had a good comeback. I'm on 5 out of 8, so now I probably have a break, right? Because of the stupid test. Why don't I just throw people out? Just say that. Well, you don't need to bother with a Zoom call. Just throw these pricks out. Oh, Jospam cheating again. Nah, 7.5. Kramnik, he probably lost to Jospam, right? Despising cheaters has still got his. What was his last game? Yeah, he lost. Well, there's no surprise. There's no prizes for guessing what will be happening now. There'll be some. There'll be the stakes will be out tonight. Yeah, what was that game like? My game that I just had. Can have a look at that game. We got a bit of a break. It wasn't a very good game again. I probably missed clear wins. Yeah, 86, nothing special. So this is what I was saying. Like, yeah, it's actually f6 is the big mistake here, right? So maybe I'm just supposed to take here. This is huge for black. This is what I was saying. Maybe it's knight c6. Or what is the move? Ah, you get e5 immediately. Right, right. Not so I knew there was some move that was just big for black, and this is it. And this is just crap for white. Yeah, right. So you're supposed to get e5, and I'll probably forget that again. So much to chess is memory. And the problem is if you don't remember it the first time around, you're not going to. And I think that's one of the reasons I've declined as a player as well, is that my memory. Yeah, you shouldn't have played like this. F3 is too indulgent. You've got to get the pieces out, right? You know, when you're already king in the center, you don't have time for slow moves like F3. But I didn't exploit it as well as I should have done. So I did. Oh, okay. So apparently, what is huge here is this, and this is absolutely monstrous. Wow. Yeah, because there are sacks like this. Yeah. It's just I've got a huge initiative now. Yeah, I should be playing like this. A bit more freedom, right? So I somehow feel weighed down at the moment. I'm not playing with any freedom, you know, or I'm playing with too much freedom in the wrong situations and not enough freedom in the other situations. You start developing scar tissue. Yeah, knight b4 is a shocker. So I should take. Of course, I hate this thing where it does it. Of course, because then I get queen g2. Right, right, yeah, yeah. It's all easy when you got more time, right? Yeah. So b6. So I'm playing a rapid play tournament next weekend, and hopefully I'll just use it to kind of maybe play at kind of blitz speed. But at certain moments, you got a bit of time. You can maybe look for other candidate moves. That should be how I approach it. Yeah, and actually now it's tricky because he gets rook c7, and that was also like a kind of a panic move because I was annoyed that he had rook c7 counterplay. And this is not, yeah, this is no longer winning. Yeah, well, actually, I did actually strongly consider this, but I was afraid that here he'd start to get some initiative. And maybe you have rook b3, which I've missed because I thought, I looked at stuff like this. You still have rook b3 maybe, but yeah, once I get the rooks off, it really is a draw. It's just like, I mean, he should just take on a7 with the yeah, probably with a knight is the simplest. And he, well, of course, this is still a draw, but he had a lot less time. So in general, quite a poor quality game from both players. But I got the win, which is important. Who is this guy anyway? It's not a name. There's so many players from Ukraine now, right? I think chess.com encouraging Ukrainians. Okay. Let's go back. So that was the analysis, was it? Right, let's... Has Kramnik ever played Puzzle Rush? He's never played... What's wrong with him? How can he never play Puzzle Rush? He's never played puzzles either. It's almost like he's a sensible human being. Yeah, people say he's nuts and stuff, but you look... Yeah, I mean, there are some kind of elements of his personality which are a bit weird, but he's obviously quite arrogant, Kramnik. That's without dispute. But when I saw that chess Moscow Fight Night thing, he looked quite lucid there. He looked quite normal. So I don't think he is nuts. I think he's just like, he's quite serious about this cheating, which I think is right. There shouldn't be. Is Kramnik withdrawn? Maybe Kramnik's withdrawn. No, he's still in it. Yeah, so a lot of these GMs are like tearing their hair out about this Jospin guy. That people don't understand how come he's so good. Maybe it's just a natural talent. Well, but again, yeah, we don't know. But for someone to be cheating, he'd have to be sitting there with the engine on the background. He's cheating in plain sight. He's got away with it. They must have checked him loads of times. So the conclusion is maybe he really is that good. He really is a 7.5 out of 8 in Title Tuesday guy. Anish has also got 7.5. Well, we know he is very good. This nil jar is, yeah. I'm nowhere near these scores. I'm 5. I'm floundering. So Gerhard is tailed off in the mud. But at least I had a good comeback. Next round starting soon. Come on, guys. Come on. I'm sick of this. Waiting. I just want to get on with it. Got 5 out of 8. I want to get to 6, 7, 8. I'm loving these scores. Get me to 6 out of 9, baby. Let's play a great game. Get the 6 out of 9 after a poor start. Won 3 in a row. So I lost 3 in a row. I've now won 3 in a row. I bounce back. Show my bounce back ability. Let's capitalize on it. Let's think positive. Positive mental energy. Fear is up there. I played Fear. I played great game. Won best game prize against him at Hastings a few years ago. He's very fast player. He's a very intuitive player. Nice guy, actually. He's another one who's kind of victim of deflation, plays a lot. He used to be 2640, he's now gone down. Obviously, yeah, he's been around the block a few times chess-wise. Some of these people I don't really know that well. There's quite a few Armenians in there as well. Big Fish. Yeah, who's Big Fish? Keep forgetting who that is. It's a very famous player, but our memory is terrible. Now represents Slovenia. What's the capital of Slovenia? Ljubljana, I think. That's all I know about Slovenia. It's in the Balkans. We occasionally play them at football, I think. Because, we get paired against some European. England have got a good chance, I think, winning the Euros, which is this year, I believe. Got quite a good team. We got Jude Bellingham, who's one of the best players in Europe. Arguably could be the best player in Europe in a few years. Right, we've got Demonsev, looks like a younger player, also Ukrainian. Everyone's from Ukraine. Might as well call it Ukraine Title Tuesday. Everyone supports Ukraine. Right, let's go. Let's go for Vienna variation. Aha. Can I go here? Yep, that is a 9. Yeah, F4 is something I'm not keen on. Is C3 maybe is a move? Or was that just a mistake? He's got actually can take as well. Don't know what I'm doing, that's just a silly move, right? Bad move. Okay, I don't want to lose this game. Let's start taking this game seriously. Yeah, see, I'm getting confused about other lines actually. C3 is a bad move here. Because he can also just take and win a pawn, right? And maybe this. Knight f3's got bishop g4. Although then queen a4 check. Yeah, if he takes, I should win the pawn back. He could take and go e5, knight d3. It's also got that move which I missed. Queen a4 is possible. I mean, he's going to take, right? Maybe I've got nothing else. I could take and go queen check, bishop d7, queen e4. How bad is that? Maybe that's playable. Bishop d7, I guess he has to play. Well, he doesn't have to play it, but bishop d7, queen e4. It's not great, but it's the best I've got. Oh, he's got f6 then. Yeah, I should not be getting into trouble like this at the opening with white. It's stupid. Queen e4. Right. Okay, his idea is if I take with I could also take with a knight. He's got f5. Maybe take with a knight. Just take the pawn back. F5 I'm not really believing, or wait, it is a move actually, but shouldn't be that scary for white. It'll probably just go e6. Most logical move. E6, maybe h4 is an option. No, that's a good move actually, because now he is threatening. Oh, knight takes, he wants queen e7, d4, f6. This is his idea. Also, he wants f5 now. Right. There is h4, which leads to a crazy position. There's also queen e3 is possibly an option. Yeah. h4, f5, queen e3, e4. Somehow I don't really believe this. I'll try h4, but I don't really believe it. It's just turned into a bit of a mess. Could also go bishop d6, just a safe move. Because these kind of positions are very hard to navigate. You know, like, I want to play a safe position. I'm not in risk of losing quickly. So my idea was queen e3. If f4, then queen e4, but he does have queen f6. Okay, there's this. Now he's got knight d5. There is queen g3. Because bishop d6 is queen g7. Oh, you can take. Take and bishop d6, right? Right, it's d4 maybe is possible. Oh, that move on can miss completely. Wow. Shit. Shit, 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 shit. Right, let's just get king out of dodge. Right, he wants e3. He wants e3 quite badly. With this. Queen a4. e2. Queen g5 as well. 7, king b1. Take, bishop d3. Got bishop f5. Yeah, then he jumps to, yeah, this is actually quite bad. Yeah, I've got to do that. It's got rook e2, yeah. Maybe I need to give up the queen. Like here, I've got bishop d2. Yep. H3 or rook g1. The trade. Oh, that move I missed. Okay. Need to at some point go a4. Don't get mated. Yeah, I can't activate my rook. It's got check. Yeah, he's seen everything, this guy. Yeah, that move I missed as well. I could take. Wow. There's no bishop d5 or rook h5. No, I blundered the bishop. Yeah, this seems to happen to... Yeah, it's fucking got me. Fuck's sakes. Nah, well played. But I had a chance there. But again, no, I don't rematch. What am I doing? Another frigging guy who's got a low rating and just plays like an engine on Title Tuesday. Young guy. Kind of evil looking. Oh dear. So again, yeah. I think the whole opening he just put me under too much pressure really because what was he actually level? I mean, towards the end it started to become blunderfest. Yeah, it wasn't a good game. So not a cheat probably. Just a poor game by me. Why not f4? Yeah, f4. That was my first thing. I'm not going with my gut instincts. Very annoying, very frustrating. Well, I'm on 5 out of 9 now. Very poor tournament. Disappointing, it has to be said. Yeah, I mean, it was always under pressure. Like, once he goes rook e2, maybe it should go rook d2 there. Like, was there a chance? I don't know. Anyway, we're on the next. Anish Giri's got 8.5 out of 9. Impressive score. Very suspicious player. Because you don't think that he's suspicious, but he could be, you know. Well, I don't think so. I don't think he would cheat. Just you can read people's personalities, and I just don't think he would ever cheat. Because he's quite an honest person, right? He just says what he thinks. He's quite a funny guy. So I don't think he cheats. But there are some people you can be suspicious of. But yeah, I mean, just like going way back into the middle game, yeah, I was under pressure there, and that's why I blundered the bishop, because I was losing anyway. But probably I should get the queen. Actually, this is not so bad, but bishop d2? Yeah, I should take and go rook g1, maybe. It's still not a great position. It's still bad. It's unpleasant. Or maybe c4 here. No, I can't go c4. But if I could get c4, bishop c3 in, I'd be feeling quite confident. So some kind of move like bishop g6, just make it awkward for him. But he found the right plan, which is bishop f4. If he doesn't play that... Yeah, the problem is rook d2 is just an unpleasant position. But it's amazing how they find these super accurate moves like f3 at the right moment, and you know, like bishop f4, and you know, it's just like obviously this position. Yeah, I just missed. Yeah, and also this f4 move here, like he finds it right, the key move. It should go d3. d4 is a shocker. Right, I'm on the next game. Got Bobby Fischer, or Bobby Fischer lookalike anyway, who's also I think from Slovenia. That looks like a Slovenian flag. Right, let's have third time lucky with English. Keep losing in English. Even though I'm English myself. Okay. Yeah. Right. Rook e8 maybe. Maybe bishop d7. But they all seem to play like this. Like, yeah, this is why the bishop might have been better on maybe takes. And go h6. Stop him going. Okay, knight e7. Can do this d5 stuff again maybe. Go for this. Yeah, I need to get to 7. Like, anything less than 7, I just want to kill myself. It's that bad. Okay, I'm just going to go here. I'm not afraid of this. I'm going to go knight f5 and take. Right, I'm going to go here and now. Well, he does have d5 though, which I've missed. And maybe a little bit too optimistic. The d5 are kind of the bishop, and maybe there's knight g3 ideas. So knight d6 looks normal. Actually, there's also bishop d4. Has he blundered bishop d4? I think he's blundered this move. He's overlooked this move. Yeah, you need to be attentive to your opponent's blunders, which a lot of time I'm not attentive to their blunders. Maybe I need to be playing 7-8 hours a day of Blitz. The more you play, the better you get. Like Nakamura does. He does 7-8 hours, you know, every single day or whatever. I think he must be burnt out, that guy, by now. Like, to be honest, it is kind of weird to be a top player and just stream all day, to be honest. So it's kind of weird. Like, but I think he's kind of like typically American, that he's kind of obsessed with money. You know, like he'll do stuff that someone like Kramnik would never do. Like Kramnik would never like do all this puzzle rush and all this kind of stuff, right? He feels like it's beneath him. Okay, bear in mind that knight g3. I can't move this knight for. Remind me that I can't move this knight for the time being. Please, chat. Remind me that I can't move the knight. Okay. So I feel that this guy's a straggler. He's a bit like me. He's having a bad tournament. No, he's just having said that, he's just found the best move again. It's amazing how they always find it, right? They always fucking find the most annoying move. Unbelievable. Maybe I should have gone. You know what? I should have taken with the queen because then G4. I could have gone bishop F2. Not being attentive enough. Could have gone. Yeah, so fucking annoying. Now I have to take and get like a not a great position. That's so annoying. I'll probably have to do this, which I really don't want to do. Because now he can take. Okay, it is what it is, as Nakamura would say, the great Naka. Yeah, he wants rook d1 or queen e7. Or queen h6, sorry. So if I go king g7, rook d1, there is rook e6. But then you can go f4. Yeah, it starts getting very complicated. Not sure I want to go for that. There's also... Okay, I'm gonna go here because I feel like that's an important part of my army. And this is not what I wanted, but I'm just gonna accept the reality of the situation and you know, I'm a pawn up. At the end of the day, pawn's a pawn. Yeah, maybe I'm being too greedy. I'm trying to have everything. There's queen d4 here. He wants queen. I think I can get away with that move. Oh, he's got queen b6 or queen c5. Queen c5, knight c8, I think. Rook d8, then you just take on d8. Okay, that's clever. There's queen e5, but that feels... Yeah, that's an annoying move as well. How's he finding all these moves? I don't know. Okay, he wants g5, so maybe I have to do this. Yeah, I've got to maybe panic now. He does have queen c5 now. How do you break the pin here? This is a really frustrating pin. The queen c5 is there knight e4. There's also knight e4. No, knight e4 definitely doesn't work here. There's also like b5, bishop takes. Queen f4 is an option as well. Okay, I need to get a wiggle on because I'm getting short of time. If he goes to the queen trade, I can maybe quickly bring the king round to e7 to free up the knight. See, now maybe b5 might be an option. Now he's trapped the bishop. Now I'm threatening knight b7. Although, yeah, now he's saying he wants the queen trade, but maybe I ignore him and say I'll have the queen trade on my terms, matey. If he goes, now I'm going to take and go knight e4 check. Okay, but now I've got to go for this on unfavourable terms. Yeah, this is not good because now he's got f4. f5. Take. Okay, threatening maybe this. Oh, he wants king d4, right? Okay, check. Okay, this. Okay, now win a pawn. Now it should be good. No, he's still got counterplay. Fucking hell. How does he do this? There's knight h7, but that looks like a really weird move, but it might actually be reasonable. Oh, I've got this. Yeah, now win another pawn. Oh no, hang on a minute. Okay. Yeah, he's got... Okay, c5. This is close to winning now. But maybe it might not be enough. Just maybe this. Okay. I think I'm just in time. Fuck. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be fuck. How does he fucking find that move?